It almost feels wrong to do a happy video today. I had some ideas of some things I was going to talk about, but I'm switching gears a little bit because today, once again in America, we have violence in the schools. I can't say the word violence because our YouTube videos get flagged for certain words. And even if we post the full word. I want to talk with you today about what it's like to be a school nurse in a school during times like this in America where you don't know if at any day, at any moment, this might happen. I did a public school preceptorship in my last year of RN school. I'd already been an LPN for 13 years, and so I worked in the hospital for such a long time. I wanted something different. I asked one of my professors, can I do something in community health, public health, or school nursing? And they set it up. So I was able to spend time in an elementary school and in a middle school in the same district. Then I went on after graduation, soon after that, and became a school nurse. So in my school, you have to get certified to be a school nurse. What is it like? In the last school I was at, we accepted the kids, they were bused in that district to my school because my school was able to be equipped to take on the most medically complicated children. And that meant lots of diabetics from age kindergarten on in this elementary school. We had a lot of kids with G-tubes, gastric tubes. They had gastric tubes, lots of kids in wheelchairs, some kids with severe allergies who had to be watched on a more closer basis than maybe some other kids. We had a lot of kids who had asthma. That is just a given. Lots of kids with asthma, lots of kids on inhalers, a large variety on the spectrum of different special needs that these children had. We had a lot of paraprofessionals. I don't know what you call it in your district or in your state, but the paraprofessionals would get trained by the RN of the school, assigned to the school, and under our license and with the care plan, we would go over with them with the parents' involvement. Here's how to do a G-tube feed. Instead of eating food at lunchtime, here's how to run a feeding. Here's how to deal with an NG tube or a child that maybe has a trach. They had one-on-one paraprofessionals with them, but they were in the health room often for troubleshooting different things, different pumps malfunctioning. A lot of the kids who are diabetics had different diabetic pumps and different things. They also had paraprofessionals with them. I had at that school one LPN that worked with me. In the other schools previously, same kind of thing, not as many medically fragile children, but still a lot of care plans that were done, so many of them done over the summer. Usually the beginning of, say, August, the care plans began, the parents came in, we would start with the care plan. We always had the medication handoff going on. It was a really busy health room. It's just kind of what I'm trying to get at is health rooms are busy. Kids are in there all the time. I could do a whole video on the kids with mental health problems. They keep the health room extremely busy. And I saw some things with some kids who have profound mental health problems that you wouldn't even believe the stories if I told you. I mean, they're just so hard to believe what these kids go through and what we see at school. Teachers, what they see, what us health room employees see as well. All of the teachers' rooms to enter into the classroom are locked, automatically closed and locked. We had badges, and so we had to use the badge to unlock the door to enter. And otherwise nobody got in. The other thing is that if there was any windows, small windows that look into a classroom, and I had two different windows that looked into the health room. The health room was really big, and there were certain covers that went down to protect ourselves, protect people from looking in. Doors were automatically locked. Inside the health room, there were two more offices, small rooms, that the doors would lock as well. So that is where we put ourselves and the kids if there was any kind of a scenario that we were practicing, a drill. During the drill, we immediately go over to the window and we pull down this apparatus that sticks onto the window. Close that off. Doors are locked. Make sure they're closed all the way. Take yourself and the kids into the smaller room. Close the door. If you have a window that goes to the outside, you're going to close those blinds and you're going to wait till the all clear. It could be 15 minutes. It could be 30 minutes, but you're going to wait till the all clear and do nothing else except keep the kids calm. I'm not sure what was going on in the classrooms. I had my own thing, my own room to deal with, but I'm sure that they had their own type of scenario. Doors were automatically locked, closed and locked. The teachers had special things that they were supposed to do to keep the kids safe and keep themselves safe. Lights went off. Everybody be quiet. When the all clear occurred, then we were able to open things back up again. We didn't get a warning that we're going to have a drill at 2 o'clock today, that kind of a thing. We knew that one might be coming up this month or something like that. And when it's happening, they're not announcing drill. They're just announcing. I recall when both my sons are now out of high school, but I do recall my youngest when I would drop him off to school and there was already a violent occurrence that happened yesterday, day before, and you drop your child off to school like I would on my way to work and watch him walk with his backpack up to the school, get in the door with the other kids, and I always thought to myself, I pray that he is going to be safe today. It's unbelievable we have to think about this. I hope that when I watch you walk in, that I'm going to see you again. Your phone is charged. You talk to your friends. You guys make sure that you've got a system together. And my youngest son was in high school, and he told me how his sign language class was upstairs on the second floor, and that for some reason they all moved down and went down to the bottom floor. And I said, oh, well, that's okay, cool. Do you like that room better? And his answer was yes, because if ever there's a school, then we have a special door that we get to run out of that takes us out to the field. So, and then my friends and I, we would go to the field and then we would jump the fence. And I mean, the whole plan was laid out. I don't know that he remembers telling me about that and what the details were, but it gets you. You're a parent. You have to think about that's good. We're really glad we're in this classroom instead of the one upstairs because now we can get out better. The violence that occurred at my son's school in high school had to do with a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, and it occurred in the theater, drama, musical theater class, and everybody else had exited, but this young man had brought his girlfriend in there, and then violence occurred, and it could have been a lot worse. There are no words for all of this, really. It's just our times. It's terrible. It's horrific. It's sad. I mean, today's occurrence was a female, 17-year-old girl. That's what they're saying. This is the 83rd school this year in America. 83. We're 1 week out from Christmas. We're almost to the end of the year. Each year, it just goes up and up and up. What is the answer? What's the answer? And how do you feel about the fact that parents are now going to prison for their kids who obtain guns and do this kind of thing? So please share your thoughts. So many things in our lives are out of control that we cannot fix. There is no easy fix. Violence in schools is one of them. Again, I don't have any answers, but I pray for all of us each day for America. And that there will be resolution to this. Something has to be done. You work in a school, you volunteer in a school, you're a paraprofessional, you're a parent who volunteers your time, and you know the deal. You know that you're looking for the exits, and you know that you have to experience going through some of these drills, and what your responsibility will be for safety of others because you're the adult. But that's the reality. Kind of like going to the mall. You guys feel that way going to the mall? Malls are kind of going away, but I don't like going to the mall either. Same situation. There's been too much violence in malls. Giving my heartfelt condolences to this family, these families, the teacher, everybody who's affected by this. That would be all of America again, but particularly those who have lost their lives.